Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi and today I'm going to tell you that basically how we download PyCharm and Python in our devices, right? So quickly let's get started for the things. And here I am having one of my tabs open, that is my Google Chrome tab. Now what I would just write here, I would just write Python, okay? I would write Python download, okay? Python download. Now basically this all of these things depend on the Windows that you're having. Let's say for me it is having Windows 10, right? Windows 10 and 64-bit. I would choose the specific option. Now all of these things depend on you, that basically what type of Windows you are having and what type of machine you are having, right? So these are like all your choices. You can just have a like choice of your own. Now what I would do, I would just go to the very first website, that is http www.python.org. I would just click on this very first website, right? Now here I would just redirect it to a page and it is something looking like that, right? Now what I will do, I will just go and click on this download. As soon as I will just go on this downloads, here I would just get an option download for Windows Python 3.9.1. So basically this is the very new version of Python, that is Python 3.9.1. I would just click on that and now you can just have a look that basically on downside a new exe file is being downloaded, right? So basically my exe file is being downloaded and here this is my Python exe file. So when we just want to use our PyCharm and we just want to like install that, so before installing our PyCharm, what we do is first install the Python in our devices, so that it will like afterwards it does not like give us any error or we do not face any of the issues for that thing, fine. Now what I would do, I would just click on this button that is present this side is arrow. I just click on this. Now it will just show in folder. I'll just click on show in folder, right? So why I am just doing this thing, because from here I will just get a proper like overview that okay, my Python is stored in this folder, right? Now what I would do, I would just do the right click. I would just okay, let me just do that thing once more. I would just click on this and I would do the right click. Now after I would do the right click, I would just go to my open, right? As soon as I will go to this option, it will give me an option to run. I would just click on this run. Now just have a look, proper look over this thing what I am now going to tell, that here you will just get a checkbox that is add Python 3.92 path. Now basically you need to check this box. Don't forget to do that, because if you are just going to forget this thing, afterwards when you are just going to use your PyCharm, there you are going to get the error that pip is not recognized as an internal or external command. So this is the thing that you need to just download and just need to check this box anyways. Okay, so just take this box and after that click on this install now. So after this I would just get a pop-up that do you want to allow this PC to make changes to your PC. I would just click on yes, right? So now it has been started and here it is like installing in my device that I am having. So basically let it install, and by the time what I would do, I would just download my PyCharm also. Okay, so by the time I would just click on a new tab. While clicking on this new tab, what I would do, I would write PyCharm, okay, PYCHARM, PyCharm download, fine. I would just write PyCharm download. As soon as I write this, I would just get a very first website, that is download PyCharm Python IDE for professionals developers. So here I have a website from jetbrains.com, right? So I just need to go and click on this thing only. After clicking on this thing, what I would get, I would be redirected to a page, right? Now here this is a page. Now here I have two options. I have a option for professional, and even I have an option for community, right? So I would not be downloading a professional version, because basically it is like you will be having a free trial and after that it will like they will ask you for the money. So we like do not need all of these things for right now. Right now we just need the community version. So I would just what I will do, I will just click on this download. Even it is written free open source and for pure Python development, right? I would just click on this download. So again for me, after some time, like it would take 2 to 3 like to do like some seconds, and my again this has been started downloading. My exe file has been started here, and now this the downloadation of all of these things basically depends on your internet speed. Now so for now I would just let you know that basically what is this PyCharm and why are we downloading this. So basically PyCharm is one of the IDEs in which we can write Python codes, we can make Python project and execute and run our Python program. Now what does this IDE means? This IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment, right? So this Integrated Development Environment is something in which we basically write our codes, we execute our codes, we run our codes, and like all of these things happen. So what for like downloading the PyCharm, before downloading the PyCharm, make sure to have Python in your devices, because if you're not going to have this Python in your devices, afterwards you will face error, you will face problems. So let's not jump into all of that things. For now, what I'm just saying that you need to install Python, and like okay fine, Python is installed in your devices. Now just close this thing. Okay, so by the time it is downloading, I will just let you know one more thing, that let's go to our desktop, fine, desktop or somewhere in the users or somewhere. If you just want to specify and make a folder, that whatever the projects or whatever the codes you are going to write in your PyCharm IDE, that go to a particular folder or particular file. If you just want to do something like that, what you will do, you will just make a folder wherever you want. Let's say here I am having local disk C. Inside the C I have users, right? Inside this users I will go to the C. Now here I can just make one folder. Let's say I just make one folder and just right click new and then folder, fine. So as soon I would write this one, I would just write here PyCharm project. I would write PyCharm project and program, fine. I would just write PyCharm project and program. Okay, fine. Now I will just delete this one, like I have just made that before. So now let's not go into that thing, fine. So I have made one PyCharm project and program. Now for now this program, this folder is empty, but when I would just my PyCharm would be installed, and when I would just working on this folder would be having like the files which I would be making in my Python project, right? So basically all these downloadations and all these things like depend on your you can say on your bandwidth, at basically what bandwidth you are having, right? And yeah, today I my laptop is doing a little bit of I can say it is not working properly. That is why I just need to switch off my camera for a while, because like if I would just switch on my camera, I don't know, like it is not working together. It is like having some issues with that. Okay, it is like getting heated up very early. So that is why I just need to close that my camera. So for now what I have done, I have just made one folder here, that is the PyCharm project and program. Now I will just see the path, that what is it. So basically I have made this in local disk C. Okay, I just go to local disk C, then my users, and then this C, and after this C I have a folder that is PyCharm project and program. So as soon as I like this is all like made. Okay, now what I need to do is that whatever the programs and whatever the things I would be making, I would just saving all of these things in this respective folder only, so that afterwards I do not face any errors or any issues while you can say while executing my codes, while running my codes, and while all of that things. So by the time it is downloading, let's yeah, I was just telling you about the PyCharm only, that it is a integrated development environment in which you can write the Python codes. Now if you just want to use any library or something inside your PyCharm, so what you need to do is that you just need to install that library in that PyCharm itself. Okay, so the procedure for doing all of that things is basically what you do, you just open the terminal. Okay, so what you can do, you can even make it in command prompt. Okay, you can just make it in command prompt also. You can just open command prompt and install your libraries whatever you want. And even in PyCharm also you have one option, that is terminal, right? So in that terminal what we do, we basically we can install the libraries whatever we are having. Like if you just want to like install NumPy, let's say. So there is a command that is pip install. So we will write that pip install and you will just write that NumPy. So for now my PyCharm is downloaded, and by the time I have told you many things, many useful things. So just keep all that things in mind. So for now my PyCharm is downloaded, and now what I would do, I would just open and I would just do in show in folder, right? So it is just showing me in folder. Now what I would do, I would just open it as open, and even now what I would do, here I would be just getting some options for storage. So I would just run this. Now see, now it is saying that please wait while setup is loading, verifying installer. So it has verified the installer. And now what else I need to do here is that like a dialog box will appear, and after that what I will be needing, see, it is saying that do you want to allow this app to make changes to your PC. I would say yes. Okay, so this is done. Now I would just click on this next. Now here what you can do, you can just choose a destination folder whatever you want. So I would just browse, I would go to this C, and inside this C what I would do, I would go to PyCharm project and program. Okay, and then I would click OK. So this is my path set, whatever I want for my PyCharm, that whatever the program I would write, they should just go here itself. Okay, so I would just do that. Next I would do next. Now what I would do, I would just check all of these boxes. Don't forget to do that thing, otherwise, like as I told that whatever the things that I'm mentioning here, just follow all of that things, otherwise you will face errors, right? Now next, install, and now it will be installing, and it will take a little bit time, and it will be installed within your devices, whatever the devices you are using, it will be installed that, right? So for now we just have to wait for the time that when it gets installed, and when after installing, I would just quickly let you know about the other things also, right? So this is the PyCharm, and basically this one is the thing that we would be using for writing all of our codes. And basically after this, I would just let you know in the next video itself, I will just let you know about one more IDE, that is Sublime, right? So basically this PyCharm and Sublime, I mostly work upon on both of these, and basically what I do, I just write the codes in this PyCharm, and I make my projects in that Sublime. So like it is easy, and Sublime is also very easy to use, but there's a like little bit of technique in using all of that. So we need to keep all of these things in mind. And yeah, it will just take a little bit of more time while downloading this thing, while installing that in my device. So now we just need to wait for a little bit of more time, like it is showing again and again installing. And yeah, it is installing even because it is like it was a little bit of large, right? It was something about 360 MB, and after that it is installing. So Python has just Python installed very early, and that is why this PyCharm takes a little bit of time while installing. So we need to just wait for all of these things. And yeah, so basically after this, I would be just telling you how to make a file in Python, and what else you need to do in this PyCharm, and how are the things that we are just going to proceed with this PyCharm itself, right? So just let's download that thing. So for now what I would do, I would just close this Python window here itself, and even I would close this one. Okay, let's not close this thing. So it is basically what it is saying, it is installing. And yeah, now I hope within 2 minutes it will be installed, and now we will be just able to see our PyCharm. And then I would just let you know how to run that PyCharm, and basically how to choose a particular particular installer, particular compiler for your PyCharm, because this is the main issue in PyCharm, that basically some of you some people are not able to choose a specific interpreter for your PyCharm. And when you just do not choose a specific interpreter, so basically that will result you the errors, and that will not give you the desired output whatever you are giving. It just showing that this is not installed, this is not coming, and this is not recognized, and the things like that, right? So this is why I just wait for the whole installing of this PyCharm, because I just wanted to let you know about how to work on this PyCharm, and basically how to use the things in this PyCharm. So let's wait for, okay, now it is done. Okay, now it is my done, and it is saying complete PyCharm community edition. So reboot now. No, I don't want to reboot my device for now. So I will just click on this. I want to manually reboot later, and I will just finish. So this is my PyCharm which is downloaded in my device. Now what I would do, I will just close all of these things, and now I will just go to my PyCharm community that I am seeing within my this desktop only. Fine. So what I would do, I would write PyCharm here. I just click. Now it would be opening in some time. Now what is this is opening. After that, what I would just doing, I will just tell you how to make a new project. So just give it a time for opening, and yeah, that will take a little bit time for this thing. Okay, so I am here with my PyCharm. So basically now what I need to do is that I would make a new project. Fine. So I would just go to new project. Now what else I would do, this thing is opening. Now it is asking me for a location, right? It is asking me for a location. Now what I would do, I would just do and create this. Fine. So as soon as I have done this create, I just got my PyCharm here. PyCharm in my whole PyCharm in which I would be working. This is my preparing workspace. My workspace is preparing, and now this is my PyCharm basically in which we work. Okay, so this is whole about the installation, the downloading of this PyCharm IDE. Here your project comes, and this I will just close this tips for the day. Okay, I will just close that, and yeah, this is your PyCharm basically how you PyCharm on this PyCharm. So I hope I just made this thing clear to you, that how to download Python and even how to download this PyCharm. So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and bye bye.